Friday. This is my mini-series this month. Every Friday in April I'm uploading music-related videos and we're up to week 3 now. Haven't seen week 1 or 2. Where have you been? They will all be linked down there. Go and check them out. Today's video is going to be all about my concert experiences, and for that whole little thing, have you seen my shirt today? Oh, Bruno Mars Moonshine Jungle Tour. We're just going to start because this could go on for a while. My first experience of a concert, I was 6. My mum and dad, well my mum anyway, took me and my sister and my sister's friend to go and see Spice Girls in Wembley in London, which is like 5 hours from where we live, and we went on a coach and had a big trip and it was just amazing. We had awful seats, but it was my first, it was Spice Girls. Hello, Spice Girls. So that was my first concert experience. And the next one, I'm gonna say, was Busted, maybe? I went to see Busted, I think, was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Busted I went to see next. And that was the first concert without my parents. My friend came, my sister came and her friend came, and we were like 8 rows from the front, and it was like, oh my god. And I swear to God, to this day, that when the support acts were on, Busted was sitting in front of us but further down. I swear to God, it was them. It has to have been. Me and my friend were like over the seats trying to figure out, and then they disappeared and wandered backstage somewhere, and then Busted came on. So I think it was them. She thinks it was them, but we maybe just going a bit mad. But no, that was really good, really fun. It was like from Spice Girls to being like a proper child. How old would I have been? I don't know how old I was, but I went to see Busted. Was I 12? Maybe? 13? I don't know. I don't know how old I was, but never mind. That was an amazing time. Wow, I don't think I could do this in chronological order because there's too many, but I've seen Busted 3 times. Once was a really small, not really small, but quite a small intimate gig. The last 2 were at the MEN in Manchester, which was just like huge. But again, I went with the exact same friend that I pretty much went to all my concerts with when I was younger, and we had an amazing time. I think we went to the first tour, I even remember, we went up to the Present for Everybody tour, and then it must have been maybe a couple weeks later, maybe they released a present for everybody else, or a ticket for everybody else, and we got tickets again, and one of them was recorded for a live DVD, and I can't remember if it was the first tour we went to or the second tour, but either way, that was recorded when we were there. We were there in that audience, and I remember screaming as loud as I could. It was like, it's really Busted! Like, it's really them! And then, side note again, this will be a little bit of a long video. Side note again, I did go and watch Matt Willis's own tour, which was just like crazy, because if I'm honest, the main reason that I liked Busted was because of Matt Willis. I mean, yeah. I was going to marry him. He was like, yeah, so we went to see the Matt Willis tour as well, and my same friend again came with me. We had like, she was like my gig buddy. What's next? What should we do next? We could do Mest. Should we do Mest? If you've seen my video from last week, my Mest is in one of my top 5 favourite artists. That's me and my friend. I'm just going to say we. We've seen Mest twice. Technically, we've seen them once while they were a support group, and then we've seen them on their own tour. And when we went to see them on their own tour, it was like, Meth's not even that like hardcore, but to me they were like proper, like the lead singer came on stage with no top on, which to me was like, oh my god, it's so rock and roll. I was 13, so, and it was like one of the craziest concerts I've ever been to. Like, it was just full of like adults. Side note on that, Fall Out Boy was supporting that. I hugged the lead singer from Fall Out Boy at that gig. I remember somebody threw a pint of beer on me, like they just like launched it from the back because we were right at the front. And when me and my friend came out, my mum was like, you've been drinking alcohol! And she just wouldn't believe me. We had not drunk. We were 13. We were not getting served in a university pub gig type thing. There was no way. Somebody threw beer on me and she didn't believe me. But yeah, Mest was really, really good. Simple Plan? Should we go to Simple Plan. This list goes on and on and on. I'm very, very, very privileged to be able to go and see all these artists. I've seen Simple Plan 3 times. The first time, I actually don't really remember, which sounds really awful, but I know why I don't remember it. I don't remember because I went to see Simple Plan with my ex. My second and third Simple Plan show, I went with my little sister. The second time I seen Simple Plan, I went with her and her boyfriend because her mum, she's my stepsister, my stepmum wasn't too sure about letting her go by herself, so I was like, I'll go with you. So I pretty much just went by myself. I let her and her boyfriend go off and do whatever they wanted, and I was just there by myself. And it was one of the best concerts, I think I enjoyed it so much because I just got to concentrate on Simple Plan. I didn't have to concentrate on anybody else. Yeah, that was fun. Third Simple Plan show was like,
oh my god, I nearly died.
We stayed after the show and met Simple Plan, and I was like, this was only, was I 21, maybe 20? I was in the flats, March, May. I think I was just coming up to 21, and honestly I felt like I was about 13 again. When we were waiting outside and Simple Plan came out, I was like, oh my god, I can't breathe. Like, I was just a child again. I was just like, hey.
Hello, could you please have a picture with me?
It was just like so awful. I get like this weird tongue-tied thing. I've met a few of my favourite artists and I just look at them and be like,
I love you.
Bruno Mars. We seen Bruno Mars too in October last year. Me and my fiance went for our anniversary and we booked a hotel and everything, and it was really lovely. It was okay, I guess. It was at the MEN again in Manchester, and we didn't really want to get standing tickets because, oh my god, it makes us sound awful. We just didn't really want standing tickets. We thought, I don't really want to stand in a pit in the MEN. It's going to be no good. My fiance's got health conditions, so it's just not really feasible at the MEN. But I completely forgot that they were going on sale, so they were awful seats. Like, there is, we did vlog the whole trip, so I'll link that down there for you to see. But our seats were awful. Like, we were side stage, but like right at the top, almost right at the back. So you couldn't even see the screens to show you Bruno Mars. But we still had fun, we had a good boogie. But continuing to Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte, I can't even actually remember how many times I've seen Good Charlotte. I think it's about 5. Maybe? I'm gonna say 5. 4 or 5 times. They just blend into one. And Good Charlotte was the first like rock show that I went to where it was standing, and it was horrible. I hated every single second of it being standing. I was only about 13 and I'm not like a boisterous 13-year-old. I was like, don't squish me 13. So that really wasn't too good, but they got better, and seeing Good Charlotte live is like, I'm surprised that I didn't cry. I almost wanted to cry. Like, it was just seeing a band that means so much to me in the flesh, like right here, was just insane. I've actually met Good Charlotte twice as well. The first time I met them was when they were quite popular and we were behind barriers, and it was just a case of signing pictures to signing, and that was it. So we didn't really get to speak to them at all. The second time I met them, and the last time before they went on their hiatus, was with my little sister again, and I was just again like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. We actually stopped and spoke to Benji for a very long time. Well, she did. They spoke about music and bands and things like that. I just stood there like that.
It's Benji Madman. Oh my god,
We did try to rob him as well. Is that really bad? We were like, have you got something we can have? We would like to take something home with us. He gave us 20p and a plaque. But we were like, can we have something? Can we have your hat? Can we have your bandana? Can we have this? Then we met Joel again. It's the second time I'd met him properly. Well, the first time I'd met him properly, and I just was like, yeah, I just didn't know what to say. I was like, can I just have a picture? And then I was like, I want to go home now. I'm like a kid. It's really, really awful, but what do you say to famous people? I don't know. I remember showing them my tattoos, and them being like, oh wow, it's a tattoo.
And me being like, oh my god, he touched my belly. Oh my god.
It's just like, it's so embarrassing, but to be honest, if I met them again, I'd probably be exactly the same and just like, This has become a very long video, hasn't it? I could talk about music forever. That is my concert experiences. I'm probably missing quite a few in there. MC Lars? Did I see him too? There's too many to remember everybody, but these are the ones that I can remember off the top of my head. So make sure that you subscribe. I will be putting a vlog up hopefully on Sunday. If I can get it up on time, there will be a vlog of McBusted. Make sure that you come back next Friday for some more Feel Good Fridays, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!